think we're okay to let that cook for a little while before I add some serious wood. I've been putting this off because we've been really busy, but it needs to happen. And within 5 to 7 days, we have snow in the forecast and low temperatures of like the mid to low 20s. That's cold. Just about everything in the garden's done. No more bees, no more bugs. We had such a good year gardening-wise this year. This is our most serious garden ever. I'll go ahead and link to our gardening playlist if you haven't seen any of these videos. But for the first time, we had a garden on our property that's fenced with a watering system with a boatload of mulch. We got so much produce out of our garden, so many veggies. We've made marinara sauce and tomatillo salsa and salsa verde, pickles, pesto. We have like 8 little thingies of pesto in the freezer for winter. How exciting is that? Even though our garden is done for the year and it's really tempting to not even think about it again till spring, there's some stuff that needs to happen to ensure we have a good go at it next year. One thing I want to do is pull out all the plants and put it in our compost pile, mix it with some sawdust we have laying around, maybe get some horse manure, because this garden started out with good compost. We did buy some to supplement, but we also had a lot of homemade compost, and that's not something you could think about during gardening season. For that season, you basically have to plan a year in advance. I'm not sure how much we're gonna get around to today because the sun is setting, and tomorrow is time change, which means it's gonna feel like we have even less daylight. So today's task, the one I've been waiting to do because I wanted to film it, is harvesting the potatoes. The potato plants died back during our first good frost, but the potatoes have been warm and nestled in their little pots. And to my understanding, it's not highly critical to get them out of the ground immediately, but you do want to get them out of the ground before the soil freezes. So these have probably been in their pots, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks or so since its leaves have died. Really curious to see what we have. We didn't, however, get them in the ground until pretty late. Our first round of potatoes, I don't think we got in the ground till end of June, and then the second round, I don't think we got them in the ground until like middle of July. So it's probably not gonna be as big of a harvest as it could have been, but I can tell you that I saw some purple potatoes peeking out of the soil, and they were certainly potatoes. That's all we could ask for. This year was not about mass productivity. It was just about having a garden and growing something, putting stuff in the ground to see what happens, and that should better help us decide what to plant next year and when to plant. And because our whole garden is already pretty much set up, we should be able to get a pretty early start to the garden next season. I want you guys to place your bets. We have 8 containers, and I think each of them have 3 little potato starts in them. Oh no! The fire went out. I'm trying to decide if it's a better idea to get a really big bin for the potatoes, being optimistic, but risking only filling it a small amount, or getting a really small bin and it'll be overflowing and it'll feel like we have a lot of potatoes. I think I like that idea. Oi. I have a hunch, because we added more soil once the greens started coming up, I have a hunch I'm gonna have to dig down a ways to find the gold. Butterball, did you come to help Mom? Bugaboo, it's potato digging up day. Bugaboo, it's potato digging up day. I hate to say it, but this is looking embarrassingly poor. There's like nothing in here. What the heck? That is so embarrassing. And I'm pretty sure 3 of these were the starts. So you do the math. That is pathetic. I'm not gonna be disappointed yet. There's still 7 to go. It's about the same as the first one. Jesse's back. He thinks I'm digging up like a crap ton of potatoes. I'm gonna have to break the news to him.
Oh, how's it going?
I've bad news. I cannot tell a lie. This is two of our things.
I wouldn't say it's bad.
Well, they're edible.
Right, we're not gonna win.
I don't have the burden of trying to like preserve them.
Right. Oh
so
boy,
here's
here
a
we
few
go.
Goods. I mean, they're small.
Oh, they're coming.
But like.
Yep. Oh, come to me, you tiny, ridiculously tiny little potatoes.
Right?
Oh, I see some.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The pink ones are nice. The purple ones, I like hit them on the side to make sure they're not a rock.
Oh, there's still time to take the trophy on YouTube for the best potato harvest. There's still time. It's not looking good yet.
It's not looking good.
Well, I think these plants were huge.
Not gonna quit my day job. Found one.
Ha! We found one. That's not a bad ratio. That's a purple. That's a big purple, though.
I know, purple.
Come on, taters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a little more promising.
There we go.
Look at these beauties.
Oh hey guys. Hey.
Oh, that one's pretty good.
That's a good looking tater. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
Keep
pretty
them
good.
coming.
I'm happy with that. They're almost metallic.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Look at that guy.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. This
Hey,
one.
buddy.
This one.
Hey buddy.
Is the best so far.
That's a handful. There's 4 bins to go.
Yep.
And we're probably at 3 pounds.
That's not bad.
Not
That's
terrible.
less than a pound per. So it's probably doubled in size from the starters.
Yeah. That's pretty good. That's probably 10 pounds maybe.
I don't know, but
Yeah, right in there.
I say we cook some of these up for breakfast in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm happy with this.
Yeah, I didn't know what
happy
to
with this.
expect, but that's the most potatoes we've ever harvested ever.
It is, and I feel like we can only go up from here.
Yeah.
You know, so
I'm thinking a lot of that is the variety, because I've never seen, like I said, big red potatoes.
yeah.
And I don't know what these are, but maybe next year we try a different variety and see if it produces a...
And I'm sure it's not all the variety, but I do feel that, you know, I mean, the soil is just store-bought, but I think it's okay soil, and it was getting watered, and, you know, I don't think we over or underwatered, so I don't really know what I'd do different.
Well, I think we did struggle just a hair with watering. These were not on automatic watering. So there was a period of time in there where everything was a little struggling, a little bit. So we had to hand water this stuff, and with building the house, I don't think we had as much time to water as we thought we would. Although you did dedicate a lot of time every night.
Most days.
Every night.
I think I'm thinking that all this soil is probably going to go into the beds because if you remember, we put a bunch of bark on the bottom of the beds to bring it up like a foot, so we needed less soil. And as I expected, all that's compacted a bit.
A lot.
So all this is probably going to go right back into those beds. Yep. And I think over the next few days, you know, whenever I feel like it, just in the evening or whatever, just come work on the garden a little bit. It's a really great activity for the mind, just getting ready for the next season and getting all this composted, getting all the tomato cages put away for the winter, you know, just so when we're ready to go in spring, the garden's pretty much ready to go. But yeah, just get it cleaned up.
I'm kind of excited for next year's garden.
I am too.
Is that crazy?
No, not at all.
Although I think I might have to go to the plant supply store with you.
Right.
So and that we're a little...
put a bridle on me and like steer me.
Exactly. Yeah. Put blinders on you and just like, steer you around.
Look at this. The sorrel has a second life.
The wimpy sorrel.
It turns out stronger than you thought.
Has survived the frost and everything when all this other stuff gave up the ghost. And the chard's killing it still. And
I think these need to come in the garage. I missed them.
Oh yeah, look at that. That one. And then there's one hiding over here in the chard. There's two? Right? Oh, hey guys.
And these have survived the frost. Like, these look pretty good.
Yeah, looking good. We may not have grown the largest spaghetti squash this year, but we definitely grew the largest number.
These are crock pot friendly.
Yeah, those are crock pot friendly, yep. Those are one dinner spaghetti squash.
Maybe two.
Whoa. We're coming for you guys next.
Today, we finish getting the garden ready for winter. There's not a huge rush to get all of this wrapped up, except there's a small chance we'll have our first snow of the season tomorrow night, and I guarantee you it'll melt. It's probably not even gonna snow. But more than anything, this just needs to be done. This is just something on my mind that's unfinished, and we don't do well with unfinished things. So I was kind of going back and forth from getting some manure from our neighbor because it's gonna take time. It might be an hour round trip, I don't really know. And we don't have a lot of other compostable materials. That said, I know when spring comes, if we have compost that's ready to go and put back in the garden, it's gonna feel so good. It's great exercise, it's a beautiful day. There's still daylight. So I think we're gonna do that first, and then I'll mix it in with whatever other stuff I could find laying around the property, and we'll let her cook all winter. Hey.
Oh, you got me.
And my Prince Charming said he's gonna help me because I'm intimidated to take the backhoe to the neighbors alone.
Yeah, have you been off the pony that long? All right.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
I'm riding passenger.
But I feel better if you're there.
I'm riding passenger, right?
Yeah.
Sweet.
You ready, or do you still have to wrap some stuff up?
Well, I probably better put some boots on because I think we're gonna be about this deep in good stuff.
I put my mud boots on for the first time of the season.
Exactly. Okay, I'll go get prepared.
That's a lot of rain since we used the backhoe last.
A couple inches.
Ready?
I'm ready. That's looking fresh.
This is where I got it last year.
Okay.
Just back the trailer up. See all this poop right here?
Yeah. Okay.
This is a lot of work and really heavy. But,
Yeah.
you know, now it's a little more dried out.
Okay.
But yeah, it looks like right here there's some hay and manure, and that looks like over there there's some.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably over there first.
Yep. So I think if you back scrape that to a pile, I think you're really good. Okay, so we'll back, drag it, and then we'll just see. We may be able to scoop it a little bit. So come all the way up here.
Like at this angle?
Yeah, come up here like this, and then pull it all back to like right here.
Change my angle.
Yeah, come like right here. Turn that way. A little bit more. Good?
Is that good?
Yep.
It's like barely touching.
No, it's okay. You can put it down. It floats. Yeah. Maybe bucket up and drive out and let's take a look at it.
Great.
That's probably close to a bucket right there. Oh yeah.
Nice, that's awesome.
Oh yeah. Do we want to do another one of those? That should be okay, right? I mean, I think that's okay.
Oh, like damage-wise?
Yeah, we're not tearing the ground up. I think that's all just,
That looks fun to me.
That's
I
like-
probably would have like scooped it. That would be damage.
yeah, that's still manure.
Wow.
That's not dirt. That's compost, right? So yeah, let's do one more. That'll for sure fill us up. That's quite a bit, but I think we can do more.
I say fill the bucket.
Yeah, so let's go back forward and kind of go in the middle of those two and drag that back. That was okay. You're coming in at an angle like this, so your backhoe's tilted, so your blade's digging on one side and it's up. So you needed to come in like dead straight. But the ground's gonna dictate that. But I think there's enough there for a full bucket.
Okay, do we want to shovel the rest?
We have to shovel, yeah.
Okay.
I just leave it right there.
Okay.
Put your outrigger down and you're good.
I don't mind shoveling.
So this is a confidence building exercise for me. I do feel Jesse's help was very valuable. I'd say fine use of the bucket is not something I've mastered yet. And now I feel like I can come back here on my own and get more manure if I want.
That's probably pretty good for going cross country.
Nice to travel with a grunt worker to do my labor for me.
All right.
Nice. This makes me so happy.
Yeah, I think that's all manure, because even like that kind of looks like dirt, but I don't. I think it's a layer of compost.
Ready to go back?
Let's do it.
Okie doke.
Bye, farm. Thanks for the poop. We'll be back for more.
Thanks for going with me.
Was that easier than shoveling a trailer full?
Heck yeah, so much easier.
No, I'm actually really
Now I'm happy. Like, this project's been weighing on my mind, but now I feel like I can go get manure and I can make compost. So yeah, this is gonna happen.
around here. If you want brownie points, mobbing around in a backhoe with a bucket full of manure actually get like you could get on the front page of the paper
Right.
for that. Like that's how small of a town this
Yep.
is. So you got it from here?
Yep, I think I'm good.
Okay. Think you might get another load today, maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe.
We'll see. Yeah.
You said it's going to take a lot to make compost. Like we got
It does,
this much
yeah.
last year, and it didn't. I mean, we might have got a.
we have a lot of sawdust from the sawmill, but it's not really easy to get to with the backhoe right now. There's
Yeah.
a lot of stuff in the way.
Yeah.
So I can get that in wheelbarrows full. That's pretty easy. Our neighbor also has a bunch of sawdust too.
Yeah.
He's only mentioned it like twice a year for the past 5 years, 3 years. So I mean, probably wouldn't mind if it disappeared.
The sawdust is older than us, though. Like
It
that's
is.
how much it doesn't decompose.
It truly is. It's like 30 something.
Yeah. So turns out, yeah, just sawdust ain't gonna cut it.
So
Okay.
we'll see.
Okay.
So we have less than 2 hours of daylight left. So I think I'm going to prioritize getting the garden cleaned out, getting that stuff into the compost pile, getting everything put away like hoses and soaker systems and whatnot. Just general cleanup. And then compost and mixing the compost. That's something that might have to be worked on here and there as we have time. You know, as we have time to get the sawdust from the sawmill into the pile and add the ingredients somewhat evenly so it's like well distributed. Garden time. Okay, let's pick the carrots. Wonder if Jesse already picked these ones. My prediction is that they're all gonna be about yay big. Oh, hey little guy. Wow, these aren't even worth eating. That might be a big one. Oh, he's a little bit bigger. Not bad, not bad. Wow, holy crap. There's 3 carrots right there. That should be 1, so I'm very confident these are simply overcrowded. That guy's not too bad. Man, you know, I knew this is exactly, oh, that one takes the cake. And guess what? He had plenty of space around him. So I think the reason these are so crowded is that I did intentionally thin them to probably what was good, but what I didn't know is that what I was looking at was more than one plant. I think as a new gardener, the temptation is to plant things way too close together and to be terrified of thinning. But I think it's absolutely critical if you want the best crops you can get. And it could be the difference between a small crop and no crops at all. Because nothing had room to grow, right? Wow, look at those roots. It's a lot of carrot greens, that's for sure. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see if we can cut these up and maybe put them in a stir fry or something, or a soup. I'm pretty sure there's like at least 100 carrots packed in here. It's way too many. I was first thinking I'm not growing carrots next year, but upon further investigation, I'd say they did okay. They're just crowded. So sometimes that's the big lesson of the year. All right, there's the carrot harvest. Look at this. This is all just like frost damage, and you know, I think the rain laid all the onions down about halfway through summer. So I think I'm just gonna pick them all and clear the bed. If all else fails, we'll call them shallots. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at this guy. That's pretty good size, guys. I'm happy with that. Not bad, guys. This is way better than what I was thinking. Check it out. They're not big, but hopefully they're packed with flavor. And I'm not sure on the lesson I learned with these. There's a chance they also were planted a little bit too closely together. Or there's a chance that that one rainstorm just killed all the greens, making it hard for them to get nutrients. I don't really know. I do know onions are pretty dang cheap, so while it was a good experiment, I don't know that we're going to focus on onions next year. How's it look?
Looks good. Wow.
So much just mess to clean up.
How much like just stuff was there?
2 wheelbarrows full.
Really?
Yeah.
Just, oh, I see it right there. Duh, like
Yeah.
right in front of me.
I decided I'm not worrying about compost today. Compost is a different project.
Yeah.
Just wrap up the garden. So yeah, pulled everything.
Nice.
Coiled up all the hoses. I guess I have one more soaker hose left. Yeah, and then I'm gonna empty all the soil into beds because they've settled
Yeah, they settled like half.
quite a
Wow.
bit. Yeah, so
a full third.
yep.
Okay.
And I'll probably empty these too and just stack everything.
Yeah.
Got all the tomato cages stacked over there.
I would imagine those bags
So-
of topsoil won't look like that after winter.
I should probably just empty them.
I would dump them, yeah.
Okay.
Get ready for snow.
Yep.
Snow's gonna cover all
And
the
that's
stuff.
it. And it's gonna look great with a blanket of snow in here.
Yeah.
Do what my mom does, get some little reindeer that like have lights all over them and they like lift their head up and down.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
It's for you.
Thanks, love.
Yep, that's how you know fall's here. Pumpkin spice everything. No,
Right.
just kidding, it's vanilla chai. Yeah, this looks awesome. Nice work.
Cool. Thanks again for your help today.
Yeah, I think the wood chips killed it.
They did, yep.
They really kept the weeds down. So maybe next spring we'll do the same thing. We'll just go
Yeah.
go nuts with
A lot of the chips are kind of mixed into the beds, so I'm not going to take them out. And I
Yeah,
might add some manure directly to the beds because they have all reason to sit.
right. That's composting in your beds, right?
Exactly.
Instead of like making a
Lasagna
pile.
gardening, my friends.
Beautiful. I look forward to making lots of tomatoes next year.
Yep.
Those poor sunflowers, they're looking a little wilty.
And we can fit them in the compost.
Oh yeah. I want to be compost. I want to be sunflower compost for next year so we can make bigger sunflowers. They're bigger.
Wants to leave a legacy behind.
Way bigger. Bigger.